Hello, 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 beautiful people of the interweb and of the world. My name is Malele. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day from wherever in the world you're joining us and you're tuning in from. My name is Malele, and I'd love to welcome you to our first episode of the Malele Show, where we showcase and highlight ordinary people doing extraordinary things. What can be more extraordinary than starting something from nothing, creating and building something where nothing had previously existed? And isn't that what entrepreneurship, being a business owner, being a hustler, really just living a life of purpose and living your mission is about? And on this show, that's exactly what we'll be talking about, showcasing people that are ordinary but are achieving extraordinary things. We want to give them a platform to highlight their stories, showcase what they're doing, and let them tell us how we can help and support them to get more traction. And I mean, if you think about it, starting something from nothing is a hard slog. A lot of you here are probably small business owners, and you would probably agree with me that creating something where nothing previously existed is a hard slog. It's hard work to do that. You know what I mean? And so we really want to give those people a platform to take that even further and further. Now, without further ado, I want to introduce you to our guests today. I don't know how ordinary they are. The jury is still out on that one. But they're all great people, so it's all good here. We've got Peter Hingston and his team Borta from Explore ProTech, who actually are the people that are bringing you the Malele show, by the way. I don't know why I'm doing this because it's not that time of the show yet, but I suppose you can do what this normally means. Like, share, drop comments, and ask questions. We're making it up as we go along. Isn't that the beauty of being an entrepreneur? You're building the plane as you're flying it. But welcome Peter and his team to the show. How are you guys doing? You look very warm.
I am so phenomenal, Mo, because I am getting to watch you live online on the Explore ProTech YouTube channel. And this is like one of my best moments in the world. This is like, I found the voice of Africa. And not only did I convince her to write a poem for entrepreneurs through the being inspired by our haven, but I also convinced you to do a show on our YouTube channel. So I am just excited.
Yeah, you've got a knack of doing that. Of convincing people to do things they probably otherwise would not actually have done. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's what we love about you. Now, we've obviously been having a lot of discussions, you and I go way back. But introduce yourselves. Tell the people, everyone who's tuning in right now, they're wondering, all right, who is Nestine? Who is Peter? Tell the people a bit about yourselves and the wonderful work you do at Explore ProTech, because that's really what we're here about.
Cool. Okay. So I'm Nestine, and this is...
That would make me Peter.
We're the co-founders of Explore ProTech Entrepreneurial Haven. We are on a mission to save the global economy one small business at a time. We are looking after a bunch of the most incredible, influential, ambitious entrepreneurs in the world. And we're giving them a home to do amazing things from, like this show. So we have the Explore ProTech YouTube channel, we have our coffee shop conversation show, we have global online speed networking, and we're really just all coaching each other, supporting each other, helping each other, and making it up as we go.
Actually, pretty much. At the end of the day, it's about people. The more you build with people, the more they build with you, the bigger it gets. The more attention it gets, the more it grows.
Yeah.
It's about entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I mean, I think now more than ever, there's never been a time in the world where the concept and the idea of community and building community has ever been so important. You know, the idea that it takes a village to raise a child, as cliche and old school as it is, we all know it's true. It takes a village to raise a business. You know, it takes an entire ecosystem of like-minded and like-hearted people pulling together towards the same mission. So we know it's important, but to our viewers who are tuning in, this is the first, episode of the show. What do you have to them about, what do you have to say to them about why this is important? Why is the work that you guys do important? Why should people, care? Why should we be rallying around this mission? I know it, you know it, but the people of the interweb want to know too.
Cool. Okay, well, I think the biggest problem that we've actually been coming across is people have been burnt out. Obviously,
Yeah.
we've to a new way of doing business, and people are really pushing to step into moving online. It's not easy. And what we found is that people are trying to wear so many hats. They're trying to be their marketing department. They're trying to be their own voice. They're trying to be their own admin. You name those hats in business or entrepreneurship, and they're trying to wear them all. Whereas
Yeah.
when you have the concept of community, you don't have to wear as many hats. You have access to people that have skills that you need, that are there to support you just as much as you're there to support them. It makes life a lot easier. It's all about creating the lifestyle as an entrepreneur that you actually are supposed to be living.
Oof, that's powerful. That's powerful. And I recently was reading something. I can't remember what exactly it was, but or something to do with like financial advice and whatnot. And one of the guys, like one of the tips that he had put up is that you have to believe that you're worth being financially stable. But he was like saying that whatever your it is, you have to believe that you deserve it and that you're worth it. And that's so important, that people have to believe that they deserve to, live a good life, to be purposeful in their life and to be happy and to really just enjoy what they're doing and what they're working toward. And this is a great platform to connect people who not only believe that, but can help you get to that point, And for me, I mean, we talk a lot about networking and building community and connection and whatnot, but to everyone who's listening out there, who's, like I mentioned before, starting something from nothing, building something where it didn't exist, it's a hard slog. It's hard work, and one thing as an entrepreneur that you need to learn sooner rather than later, and I'm sure everyone who has been through the journey would say this, is that if you can find the easiest way to get it done, the easiest or the fastest or like the path of least resistance to get it done, follow that. Because there'll be so many other things that you're not going to find an easy or fast thing, and it's going to burn you out. So whenever you can find a path of least resistance that gets you to the same end goal, follow that. And that for me is the thing about, building a commercial community. Building this ecosystem where we're able to help each other, because there's something that I'm struggling with that you figured out 2 years ago, and you wish you had that advice 2 years ago, but you had to learn it the hard way. And I don't have to do that because I can talk to Nestine, I can talk to Peter. I mean, I had an amazing, discussion this past week with Renee, blew my mind this past week. And so those things are really just amazing. You got to tap in and lean into that a lot more. But that's me being preachy. I'm gonna try and not do that too much. But one thing I actually wanted to ask is, and like I said in the beginning, that we also, apart from just showcasing the work that ordinary people are doing to achieve extraordinary things, we also want to see how we can help them and support them. So to the people that are listening, if they like what you're talking about, how do we help you and support you in this mission? How do we help you magnify your ordinariness that you're using to be extraordinary?
So there's a couple of things that you can do, Mo. First of all, I just want to add with the power of community. I'm a smart cookie, and I don't give up. I'm a chartered accountant, registered auditor. I did my master's while I was doing my chartered accountancy diploma. I don't give up, no matter what life throws at me. I built my first business from scratch. I had 60 clients in 3 months. It was in accounting. I got to a point in my business where I could not level up any further. I built it to R1 million turnover business and I could not scale. That's when I met Peter. That is the solution that we're offering. So if you're still watching this and you're thinking like this isn't for you, then you need to wake up. It's the new way.
If you're watching this and you're saying this is not for you, then you're not trying to be happy. That's basically what Nestine is saying.
And you're not trying to be successful. I mean, we have tribe members that have been on TEDx this week, Mo. We have tribe members that are blossoming. They're discovering new ways of offering their services.
Extraordinary things are happening every day. We can't keep up with all the extraordinariness, actually.
Exactly. We had to create a show called the Global News Videos just to collate all the extraordinary things that are happening.
Truth.
But if you guys believe in our dream, and if you guys believe that to support entrepreneurs means to save the global economy, and you want a better world for yourself and for everyone around you, then what you need to do is find all the entrepreneurs in the world, all the best ones, all the nicest ones, all the ones that need the most help and love and support and care, and put them in touch with us. Let us help them. Let us show them the way. Let us show them the way.
Actually, let us teach them to show each other
The way.
because that's what's happening.
Drops mic.
That's actually what's happening. You know,
help me help you.
We can facilitate, and we can show a concept or show a path and give direction, but we can't do everything on our own. That's the whole point. So our members are helping each other, which is, I mean, you said yourself, you had a conversation with Renee Bresser. Renee Bresser is absolutely fantastic.
Is what happened.
Blow your mind in regards to building websites and what you cans and
e-commerce, the whole thing, yeah.
It's and that's advice that I can literally just pick up the phone and go, hey Renee, can we grab a cup of coffee? Really as simple as that. But yet we make life we make things so difficult for ourselves. Why?
Truth. So it brings me to the next thing that I wanted you guys to give advice to people that who are like sitting on the cusp and they're waiting and they're thinking, should I jump? Should I do it? I really do want to create something from nothing, but should I be doing it? And I think you've already sort of segued into it very nicely. But are there any nuggets of wisdom? Maybe things that you wish you knew a year ago that you now know? Are there any nuggets of wisdom that you have, for the folks who are tuning in who want to, join and want to, be part of the movement of reviving economies, one job at a time, one small business at a time? Any words of advice for those guys?
Rally your troops around you, because you're fighting a war. You need an army. That's it. Build your support structure first.
Yeah. Peter, anything from you?
At the end of the day, what do you have to lose? I mean, generally, when we meet people for the first time, we don't like to just say, hey, join our platform. It's not about the money. It's about the quality of person. So we go through this process that we call it dating process, where we meet people and we want to give them an opportunity to present who they are, as well as give us an opportunity to present who we are, so they can figure out, is this a space that they want to actually be in? Is this a space they can flourish in? It doesn't cost anything.
It costs you nothing.
Nothing to figure out if this is for you. So what have you got to lose?
Yeah, and the upside. I mean, it costs you nothing, but the upside is just it's exponential. That's the word. It's infinite. Yeah. Where do people find you? Now I want to do this. People of the interweb are asking, okay, how do I get to date the two of you? How do we get to date each other? Yes. Oh, it's that time of the show. Thank you, production. Thanks, production. It's that time of the show. Yeah. We're low budget, so production does sometimes have to tell me to do this. So, but where do you? So, you guys on YouTube, email. You guys are everywhere on YouTube. I must say, actually, Small ProTech is everywhere on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, the best way to find us is we have the booking link in the description on this show. So just go ahead and book a coffee. That's going to be the easiest.
It's really as simple as that.
You're more than welcome to chat to us in the YouTube comments. Like, we'd love to hear from you. We'll chat back. You're more than welcome to connect with us on LinkedIn. We're on all the social platforms. Like, come and chat to us. But in terms of actually getting going and getting started, it all starts with a coffee. And that's why we have the link for you to book your virtual coffee with us in the description below. Just click on it and book. That's the best way to get in touch.
It couldn't be simpler.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It costs you nothing, but the upside is insane. I'd love to thank you very much for your time, for pushing me to do the show. I mean, this is some of the wonderful stuff that happens in the tribe as well. Like, you also get pushed, so you're constantly growing. Like, not only are you growing your business or your network, but there's also opportunities for personal growth. And I mean, everything starts with personal growth, right? So thank you guys for the time and for really just like pushing me to take the step and to make the show. This is a big dream of mine that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So great to have had this opportunity. And people of the interweb, please do the right thing. Please don't wait. Just act on it now. Drop a DM, drop a mail, book the link. It costs you nothing, and it will not take up a lot of your time. You've got like 5 minutes to check up a link and book a slot. You've got 5 minutes in 24 hours. So thank you very much to Peter and Nestine. Really appreciate it. And in closing, so you guys are going to be hearing a lot of from me about the thought of the week. Something that like every week for me, there's always like a big thought that runs around in my head. And my thought of the week is the idea of gratitude and showing appreciation. If you've got people in your life that are doing good work, they're doing good stuff, it costs you nothing. Once again, it costs you nothing to just send somebody a message, send them a DM, a voice note, an email, or call them and just say, dude, I can see you're working hard and like delivering good work. And I can say this because I recently had an experience like that where we turned something around really quickly for a client and did good work. And they took the time to call us and drop us a voice note on WhatsApp to be like, this was just amazing. Like it was really good work. And what it did was this. I even took a picture of it and we could not stop smiling. And yeah, we still got paid, but like you have no idea what that means to people, that it costs you nothing. It takes 60 seconds. Tell the people around you that you appreciate them and that they're doing good work and that you see it. In the world we live in, that can mean the difference for a person's mental and emotional well-being for that day. It can turn their day around. So that's the thought of the week. Show appreciation and show gratitude. And in closing, thank you very much for checking out the Malele show. It's been an absolute pleasure to spend this virtual time with you guys. Drop your comments, drop your questions, drop just anything that you want to like chat to us about. Follow through. If this is for you, if you're interested, follow through. Intent is everything. You have to act. And now is the time. This is me, Malele, from the Malele show, where ordinary people do extraordinary things, and we want to show you how to do that. Thank you very much.